Hey guys, to kickstart the new year, today we'll be learning how to get ahead 99% of the people with AI in 2025. And this is your ultimate roadmap to mastering AI with success. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Okay, and before we get started, just to share a bit about myself, my name is Cal from Dynamic AI, and my goal is to explore and share practical AI automation use cases and workflows we can build today to get ahead in this AI race. And so why 2025 is your year with AI, right? AI is transforming every industry this year. And so what you want to do is to not just use it casually, but you want to learn how to master AI for your own specific use cases, right? And by the end of the video, you will discover the number one skill that allows you to dominate this year with AI. And you don't want to get left behind. So let's go. So yes, while AI has been a trend for the past couple of years, why do most people fall behind and why is this a huge opportunity for you, right? Firstly, AI misuse is common, right? Most people stop at basic queries, using ChatGPT for the basic functions and stopping just at that. And so what happens then is that when most people use AI, it doesn't really help them in their specific use cases. However, AI is super powerful if you do know how to prompt it well and use it effectively. And that's what we are going to learn later on today. The second point of why most people fall behind is that through the hype, there are many different tools that have been released on a daily basis. And this creates so much noise, making everyone so overwhelmed by too many tools and hype, and end up giving up and choosing not to use it instead. Lastly, because of this, it creates an unnecessary inertia, which makes adopting AI seem like more work than less until it's too late and most people fall behind. However, knowing that this means that there is a huge opportunity for all of us to get ahead with AI in this coming year. And just to back it up more, many huge corporations are also looking into AI today. Up to today, there's over more than $1 trillion of generative AI investment, inclusive of Amazon's $4 billion investment in Anthropic, as well as ChatGPT's valuation at over $157 billion today. And the projected value of AI is going to grow from $214 billion to $1.3 trillion by 2030. And ultimately, this creates an impact on the job market, where a statistic by McKinsey predicts that 70% of firms will be using AI by 2030. And a following one by Goldman Sachs says over 300 million jobs will be displaced globally by AI in 2030. So now is the perfect time for you to hop on to AI and make it work for you instead. Just to back it up even more, huge corporations are already using AI on a daily basis without us knowing about it. To start, we can take a look at the famous Coca-Cola AI ad that has been created for Christmas. On top of that, companies like Qatar Airlines are also introducing AI avatars into their system to make their airline experience way better. Every industry is evolving and AI is no longer optional. So not to worry, today we will be learning 5 skills to help you dominate in 2025 with AI. And with these 5 skills, you will get ahead of 99% of the people with AI. Right, starting with the very first one, which is prompt engineering. Prompting is one of the most important things and the foundation of using all AI tools today. That is essentially how we talk to AI and how we work around with AI. Beyond that, we also want to learn workflow automation. We want to be able to create effective and powerful AI automations to help us work in a specific way that we want. And following that, AI content generation. Something I believe we've seen a lot with AI-generated content. As we all know today, attention is one of the most important currency of the world today, and AI can help us elevate that exponentially. Right, following that, the last thing we want to talk about is AI coding. Many large companies in the past 20 years are companies that have developed powerful and innovative applications. This requires them millions of dollars to be able to create a team that can create powerful applications for them. But what if I tell you today, AI can help you develop code from scratch just by prompting? Right, so we're going to take a look into that as well as one of the key skills to help you dominate with AI in 2025. And lastly is adaptability, to be able to adapt like an AI general and learn all of these different skills and stay up to date to help you create your own AI army to work for you. And not to worry, we're going to run through all of them one by one. And all these are things that you can start from scratch today, even just as a beginner. And within a couple of days to months, you will already be far ahead of everyone else. So let's dive deeper into each of these 5 different skills to help you become the Thanos of AI. Let's go. Starting with the first one, why prompt engineering? We've heard this term so many times, but what exactly is prompt engineering? Right, prompt engineering is essentially how we speak to AI, the language of AI, and one of the most valuable skills today. How we speak to AI today is how we get them to work for us. AI essentially is a super powerful tool with lots of information that allows us to do different things across different sectors. However, how we speak to it and how we use it really makes a massive difference in the effectiveness of our prompts and the results that we get. One of the issues that we talked about earlier is that when most people use ChatGPT, most of us don't think about how we can effectively prompt to give us the results that we want. You can think of ChatGPT as a super powerful machine that has a lot of information in every single area that we want. But if we don't tell it exactly how we want to achieve a specific result from it, it will not be able to give us exactly the answer that we want. And so if you think of it this way, The more you can gut real this information, the more effective the answers, the results from GPT will be for you. And essentially, this is what sets apart the people that are actually leveraging AI to really make it work for them compared to the people that use it once or twice and find it ineffective and stop using it altogether. And just to back it up even further, prompt engineering jobs are actually getting up to $300,000 a year just to speak to AI. And this really shows how powerful and how important this specific skill set is. So to really understand more about prompt engineering, you can check out my previous video on how to create world-class agents to get an understanding of how much prompting actually helps us in getting the results that we want from AI. And just with this one specific skill, it puts you far ahead of everyone in this AI space. So before we continue, do check out all the links and resources in the description below to get access to this full guide to follow along more effectively. Alright, and now to the second skill set, automation. So after understanding how to prompt and effectively use AI to work for you, the next level of how we can make AI do more for us is to create AI automations. And this is where you can leverage tools like Make, Zapier, or NAN to create automation processes to make AI work for you. How this works is that these tools are low-code and no-code tools. They allow you to create automation workflows using the API of these applications, connecting different tools together to get them to work for you in your own specific manner. So for example, you want to create an automation workflow that allows you to create newsletters on a daily basis. With just AI itself, you could be generating scripts and content with ChatGPT. You can then be creating the images with DALL-E or Midjourney and then consolidating them together and sending it out manually. Right, but this requires a lot of effort, and even if you have created a system that AI has helped you elevate it, you still need to manually do each of this specific category. Now what AI automation does for you is really to help you solidify your system that you have created and make AI work for you effectively in each of these different categories. So here's an example of how this works. Firstly, you can use RSS feed to scrape the web for the latest news in your own specific niche. And this can be automated on a daily basis or an hourly basis to get the latest information in your own specific category. Following that, we can directly pass all of this information to ChatGPT or DALL-E, creating newsletter content and titles. And this can be customized specifically to the way you want to write your newsletter and the design of your images in it just by creating effective prompts and custom GPTs as mentioned in the first step earlier. So essentially, this is like your own specific content creator worker, but it's ChatGPT or DALL-E. After ChatGPT or DALL-E has generated the information for you, you could then pass all of this information to Google Doc and automatically create the final product of your newsletter and save it in your drive. And this can be easily set and organized in a table like Airtable for you to review. And now all you gotta do is just approve it and it will automatically be distributed and sent out to your customers. And what this essentially does is to fully automate the process that you have created, giving you more time, creating your own AI army to do the work for you. And this is just one simple example in your specific use cases. The sky is really the limit here in AI automation, and as long as there's a flow that you like to make, you can easily create it just like Lego blocks using something powerful like Make. And the greatest part of it is that you can learn this very quickly without learning how to code at all. And so to learn more about AI automations, I do have many other tutorials that you can take a look at to see how I create these different workflows and the possibilities of what AI could create for you, right? And just for that simple workflow that we have explained earlier, you can take a look at this video over here that I have created that teaches you exactly step by step on how you can create this full automation using Make. Alright, moving on to the third superpower. Next one is AI content creation. Now, like what we said earlier, attention is currency today, and AI can help you stand out in many different ways that you can never previously imagine, right? No business today can function without content. And so how AI can actually help you with this whole process. With many different AI tools today, you can use tools like ChatGPT and Claude to generate ideas and written content for you. Following that, for many people that are camera shy and do not want to be using their voice, you can now use something like 11 Labs to create voiceovers for you to voice over your content that can be used for podcasts or even video content that you want to post for your businesses. Right? Beyond that, image and videos are super important as well in this content creation economy. And so you can use an image generator like Flux or Midjourney to generate thumbnails and visual content for your specific businesses, as well as using a video generator like Lua Machine or Runway to generate high quality AI video. And essentially what this does is that AI has allowed you to create content in ways that you never could have imagined yourself doing before. So just to give you an example, you can take a look at these 4 different thumbnails that I've used AI to help me create. To help me save time and create effective and unique thumbnails, I managed to use AI to firstly help me come up with ideas for the captions on my thumbnail, as well as what kind of thumbnail that I should be creating. Beyond that, I use something like Flux AI to train myself in a model to create all these different versions of myself that can be used as a unique thumbnail for my channel. And this not only saves me a lot of time, but it also helps me to expand the possibility of what's possible, and this is just the beginning. And so similarly, if you'd like to understand how I actually did all of that using AI, you can check out my previous tutorial on how I use Flux to create images of myself from scratch, so do check it out. Now, the next point is a super game changer, and this is to build applications with AI. Coding is one of the highest leverage activity that anyone can do today. But in the past, you either have to be a full-fledged developer or you need to have a lot of money to be able to hire a full team of developers to help you launch applications. But today, with powerful AI softwares like Bolt and Cursor, as non-developers ourselves, we can now build applications just by prompting. And once again, yes, you're right. Prompting is the most important skill set in 2025 to be used with AI. And if you effectively know how to prompt, you can actually use it for content creation, app development, AI automations, and so much more. And in this case, you no longer need thousands of dollars to hire a full development team to create applications for us to be used for our own specific use cases. And this sets you far apart from everyone else that is not using AI. So just to share with you how this works, take a look at an example that I have created. Firstly, when I first started using Bolt, one of the ideas I had in mind is to create a wellness AI consultant that I can speak to help me get some wellness tips on a daily basis. So using Bolt and connecting to an app just like Synflow, I created a wellness AI consultant, as you can see on the right over here, that allows me to talk to the wellness buddy, write down my notes, and get all the health and wellness tips. And I've created this specific application in just a couple of hours without learning how to code. So you can check out my other video on how I did this by clicking onto the link given in this slide deck in the resources below to show you how I've actually created this just from scratch. Besides that, another cool application that I've created using AI is this Calorie Master example. Now, MyFitnessPal is one of the applications that I love to use most on a daily basis to keep track of my macros and to keep me healthy. And I thought, how cool would it be to create something similar? And so essentially using Bolt, I also managed to create my own fitness app looking just like this within just an hour of building. And now imagine if I actually put in a couple more days into this, I could be launching onto the app stores and making thousands of dollars a month. You can also check out this video in the link in the description to see in real time how I actually built this app and how you can do it as well. Now, while all the first 4 points actually sound super amazing, the most important skill set for you to stand out in 2025 with AI is to become the AI generalist. Right, in the olden days, specialization was key. Each person focused only on one task, like coding or designing, which requires years of effort. Now, progress was slow and manual with limited efficiency. In this AI era today, AI acts as your extra arms, multiplying your capabilities. Right, by mastering tools and APIs and prompting, now one person can actually achieve the output of an entire team with speed and precision. So just to add on to this, Sam Altman, the CEO and founder of OpenAI, predicted that with AI, we'll see the rise of the first one-person business billionaire. And as an AI generalist, you can leverage AI to excel in every aspect of your business: marketing, product development, content creation, and so on and so forth. Right, you can create AI automation workflows to help AI work for you in content creation, in creating ideas to market your product out into the market, and you could develop your own application using AI as well. And essentially, by doing this, you create your own superstar Avengers team of AI to help you scale your potential like never before. And the greatest part of this is that anyone can get access to this today as long as you're willing to learn and adapt to the different tools of AI, and the bar has never been set any lower. So I know there's a lot of information and we're super excited, but how do we actually get right into taking our first steps? You can break these down into 3 different categories. Firstly, what you want to do is to explore. Right, you want to explore and experiment with AI tools like ChatGPT and have fun with all of them. Right, you want to learn how to prompt effectively by checking out my prompt engineering guide and learn how to make AI work for you, such as helping you elevate your own work or creating images and videos for you. Once you get a basic understanding of prompt engineering and how to use AI to work for you in your own specific cases, you would then want to think about how can you piece them together and automate them into a workflow. And this is where you can learn how to use tools like Make to create simple automation workflows. You can check out my tutorials in the link in the description below to learn all about AI automation and the different types of workflow that you can create. Lastly, what you want to learn to do is stay up to date and see what the latest AI news and tools are there. Essentially, AI is still at its infant stage, and we're always seeing new advancements coming up ahead. But with the basic foundation, you will be able to leverage AI's new capabilities over and over again to make you stand out from the crowd. Okay, and so with that, I hope you have learned something useful in this video here and you're excited to master AI in 2025 and become the Thanos of AI. If you need to, you can rewind this video again and stop at wherever you need to help you understand the different steps to helping you master AI in 2025. Once again, you can check out all my resources in the link in the description below to learn each of the different categories that will help you master AI in 2025. Till then, I really appreciate you and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.